Soloway. We're doing lines 430 to 436. And this is a famous bee simile in which Vergil is going to compare the Tyrians, the Carthaginians, to buzzing bees in the summer. Quales apes aestate nova per florea urura, exercet sub sole labor cum gentis adultos, educunt fetus, aut cum liquentia mella, stipant et dulci distendunt nectare cellas, aut onera cipiunt venientum, aut agmine facto, ignavum fucos pecus, a praeseipibus arcent. Fervet opus, redolentque tumo fragrantia mella. So, qualis signals our simile, just as the labor is the subject here, the labor, it's kind of hidden. The labor exercet, busies, the apes, busies the bees. Just like labor busies the bees. Under the sun, sub sole, ablative, under the sun, and this is the ablative time, in the aestate nova, literally in the new summer or in early summer. In the new summer, per florea rura, through the flowery country places, rura, the rural places, the loca rura, I guess, through the flowery country places, the flowery countryside. But no, it's plural, it's neuter. One more time. Just like the labor busies the bees under the sun in the early summer or the new summer, when the summer is new, through the flowery country regions. And now cum, when, not as with here, but when they, meaning the apes, when the apes lead out, educunt, lead out their adultos fetus, their adult offspring. And this is a plural, fourth declension, and plural offspring of the race, genitive of the race, meaning of bees, the race of bees. Okay, when they, meaning the bees, lead out, educunt, the adult offspring of the race, or when they stuff liquid honey or dripping honey, and stuff it where? Well, it means in the honeycomb. You just have to understand. In the honeycomb. And they distendunt, they extend, they stretch the cellas, the cells of the honeycomb, dulci nectare, with sweet, those should be ablative, sorry, let me erase that, with sweet honey. Let's do ablative here. Get my blue. With sweet, honey, right here, sorry. And kalas would have been accusative, okay. And we'll get rid of this right here. And this is our verb here, stipant. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Just like when the labor busies the bees under the sun in the new or the early summer through the flowery regions, when they lead out their adult offspring of the race, or when they stuff dripping honey, i.e. into the honeycomb, and distendunt, that's a verb too, and they extend the cellas, the cells of their honeycomb, with sweet nectar. Keep going here. Or they accipiunt, they receive, this is still the bees are the subject, the apes, that's supposed to be an A, sorry, the apes, they receive onera, the burdens, and then genitive, of those coming, meaning of the coming bees, venientum, that's a present active participle there, of those coming. So some bees are bringing, more pollen or back to the hive, And so they're receiving the burdens, the pollen or nectar of those coming. Or agmine facto, this is ablative, with the battle line having been made. Here we're using some war imagery again. With a battle line having been made, they are kent. They keep back. They keep back the fukos, the drones. These are some of the bees, the drones. And then this is an apposition, ignavum pecus, a lazy, literally herd, meaning a lazy swarm. I guess the drones, in Vergil's opinion, just aren't doing anything. They're just buzzing around. So they keep back, with the battle line having been made, the drones, a lazy herd, a praesepibus, from the hive, ablative, from the hives, plural, from the hives. So we really have a nice imagery so far here of how the Tyrians are busy at work, just like these bees. There's all this activity going on at once, very quickly described by Vergil. Feruit opus, the work heats up, feruit. And I like that because we're in the summer under the sun, and now it's heating up, just like people working under the sun, getting sweaty and heating up. This bee activity the work is heating up, just like the Tyrians. And redolent, and the fragrantia mela, the fragrant honey, redolent, smells. And how does it smell? With thyme, meaning, the thyme that probably is growing around the hive the bees are making the honey out of. So it smells like the flowers that they're using. Okay, so one more time, let's just hear this whole simile in one shot here, because it's really a very beautiful simile, and it sounds good when you see it all together. Hear it all in sequence. Just like labor busies the bees under the sun in the new summer through the flowery regions, when they lead out their adult offspring of the race, or they stuff dripping honey into the honeycomb and stretch the cells with sweet nectar, or they receive the burdens of those coming, the pollen and nectar, or with a battle line having been made, they keep back the drones, a lazy swarm, from the hives. The work heats up, and the fragrant honey smells with thyme. Until next time, wale. This is the bee simile. Wale.